direction and faking it either to Wildman or...
Flat foot throws it up and serves it, and we're underway here from Rec Hall as Ohio State looks to regather. Big block at the net, but it falls on the side of Penn State, and Ohio State will be able to get the first point of this match, and just like they did in Columbus, they're able to start off with the lead here. Flatfoot ready to serve it again to the Penn State side. Throws the ball up and it's over. Dug out there. Spike attempt is in. And Penn State evens things up 1-1. They'll get the serve now. Cal Fischel, the senior, as I mentioned, leading the team in kills per set. We'll start things up as we are locked at 1 early in the first set.
That was Michael Valenzi with that last kill attempt and getting the start here today. He's a younger guy who's been really stepping up for Penn State.
Fisher lobs it up. Serves out. It'll be a service error for Fisher, especially at home. Pasture's serve up. It's a good one. Dug out there. The spike attempt from Brett Wildman, who we talked about in the open, was blocked away, but it went out of bounds. And we're locked at 2 here.
Yeah, the middle blockers, Ethan Tao and Samuel Clark, really good job just elevating, staying strong as a unit, and blocking that attempt from Wildman.
Now Wildman's serve. A couple errors early, a little bit of a feeling out process. Wildman, a vicious serve, dug out by the Ohio State side. Clark, who's one of the best players on Ohio State. Wild attempt goes way out of bounds. Another error there. Penn State's up 3-2 now, and Wildman will serve it again. And
not only was that off target, he really didn't hit it that hard, so rare miscue there from Clark.
Wildman ready to serve now. 3-2 to Penn State in the first set. And his serve just goes out of bounds. That was
really, really close to that line, Mac. It was a close one.
I thought it was almost picture perfect there. 3-3. Well, I'm gonna say, all right.
Oh, there we go, a service challenge.
Austin,
from my vantage point, I thought it was in.
All right, Austin, you called it a picture-perfect serve for Brett Wildman. A service ace for him, and it's 4-2, Nittany Lions. Wildman looks to get another service ace in here. Another one fired strongly, but against the net. And Ohio State gets the point right back. Ohio State will serve with 3 points to Penn State's 4.
Yeah, 2 service errors already for Penn State.
Ethan Talley to serve now. Strong one there, but it's dug out. Bogner puts it up, laid over the top, fought away by the Buckeyes. Up again, smashed in and deflected, and Michael Valenzi, another nice play there, gets Penn State up 5-3.
Yeah, really, really good attack there for the Nittany Lions. I think that goes back to Cal Fisher's shot attempt there, faked the kill, just tapped it over, caught Ohio State off guard, had to throw it back last second, and they were discombobulated, and that's how Penn State was able to get that point after setting up their offense.
Sam Marsh now serving more towards the middle of the court. Fires a great serve. It was hit up in the air.
Look at that
wildly.
effort.
A great effort there from the Buckeyes. But Toby Izionu in that 7'2" wingspan is having no part in that with Marsh serving. And it's a service ace for Marsh. Beautiful serve to the back line. No doubt about it. It was going to be really tough to dig out for the Buckeyes, and now it's 7-3 Penn State.
Yeah, and Sam Marsh only had 6 service aces coming in this game, 2 already.
It's interesting. He's serving a little bit, I feel a little bit more towards the middle of the court. A lot of guys stand more in the corner, and he's just firing it through that back line. That one a little softer this time, but at the net, Michael Valenzi again with authority.
He's having a day here, man. Already 3 kills. This is awesome.
Marsh and Valenzi show. I was coming in here for Penn State expecting maybe Cal Fisher and Brett Wildman, as we talked about a little bit in the open, but it's been Marsh and Valenzi so far. Marsh feeling good with the serve now. It's up again. This one fought away by Mickish. And another mistake from Sam Clark. Again, we mentioned Sam Clark, one of the best scorers, and a timeout's coming here for the Buckeyes. Yeah, Michael Valenzi already with 3 kills in this match has been really good, but it'll be Sam Marsh to serve it again for Penn State. Thought that one might have been going out, but it was fought away by the Buckeyes, and a beautiful placement by Jacob Pasture.
Yeah, that was really good execution at the timeout there, Matt. Really good execution to set up their play.
Not hit with a lot of vigor, but placed in the perfect spot in the middle of the court where no Penn State player was going to get to that ball. And now Sam Clark will serve it for the Buckeyes. Really good serve there, fought away by Will Bantle. It was back across the court, tapped over, back on the Penn State side. Fake from Ezeonu, smashed away by guess who? Michael Valenzi. And he's been on top of his game here today.
Yeah, there's a reason why he was the EIVA Freshman of the Year. He's just, last year, had great games in the matches he played in. Just with one of the best starts he's had all year here today.
10-4 Penn State, Cole Bogner to serve. Bogner serve, dug out by the Buckeyes. Sam Clark, one of his best attempts this game. It'll be a point for the Buckeyes. Sam Clark, a couple struggling attempts early on, but that one was on point, and Penn State was unable to handle the strike, and now it's 5-10 Penn State. Martin Lallemand will serve now for the Buckeyes. Trailing by 5 here in that first set. Wildman serve, dug out by Brett Wildman. Wildman comes right back and spikes it with authority again. And Lindsay, probably the best player of this game so far, serves it over. Cole Young with a spike for Ohio State. 6'10", one of the biggest players on the court. We'll go back to serve now, 6-11. Penn State still leading. Young, couple bounces. Whiter serve. Ezeonu! Penn State now up 12-6. The serve from Ezeonu. Dug out by the Buckeyes. Looks like Flatfoot might have gotten in there. Ezeonu subs out. Buckeyes trying to get into this lead now, down by 5. Penn State kind of holding them at arm's length right now. Oh, and a beautiful spike by Sam Marsh. Just putting it in the back corner of Ohio State's line. Cole Bogner goes out now. John Kerr coming in. Cal Fisher to serve. Penn State leading by 6. Just about pacing the Buckeyes. Fisher's serve is well out of play. It'll be a service error for Fisher.
I'm curious when Fisher's going to get himself going from the service line. Has not been able to get his ace yet today.
Yeah, struggling a little bit so far, almost trying to make it too perfect. As Jacob Pasture to serve now for the Buckeyes. Serve there. Marsh goes up for it, but it's going to be Wildman who buries it in the back corner of the Ohio State line. Nice fake there from Marsh, and Wildman finishes it off, and now he'll go back to serve himself. Wildman has 3 kills here in the first set.
Continuing his presence from the last game.
Wildman serve, dug up by Pasture. Set up, and it's Sam Clark with a beautiful finish. Penn State kind of holding Ohio State at arm's length, but the Buckeyes are hanging around. You wonder if they're going to try and go on a run here in the middle of the first set to try and, like I said, I feel like it's so perfect after they narrowly lost the first set in the last matchup. And it'll be a service error there from Ethan Talley.
Yeah, if you're the Buckeyes, you want to go on a run. Definitely got to cut down on the errors. Penn State was really strong in that run they went on, making it 9-3 earlier on in this set. They got to do a better job of corralling the serve and setting up your teammates.
Yeah, if you're the Buckeyes, you don't want to wait to rally until Penn State has about 20 or so points. It's going to be a little too late at that point. A wild serve there from Marsh. Well out of play, and maybe this is the opportunity now as 10-15, the Buckeyes trail, and Sam Clark's going to serve it. Clark's got 2 kills today. The serve is nearly perfect. Right on the back line, looking similar to State service aces earlier. Now, this could be the run for the Buckeyes. It's a 4-point game. Tough to miss out on that one. Cole Bogner will now serve for the Nittany Lions, up 16-10 here in the first set. Bogner's serve is dug out. Bogner was only able to just hit that ball in the air, but there were no Nittany Lions around. The Buckeyes will grab that point they lost right back. It'll be 11-16. Now Martin Lalleman to serve for the Buckeyes. It's kind of been a lot of back and forth now in this 5-point affair. See if one team can try and pull away. Lalleman's serve deflects off the net and goes over. Bantle puts it in the air, and Ezionu puts it away. Talking about how hot he was with the blocks, but
yeah, how do you stop that? Like, that was a great set by Bogner, but he elevated so high and hit it with so much authority, with great placement.
Served by Valenzi, and one of his a rare mistake for him today. And again, we're just kind of on the seesaw right now in this 5/6-point game, waiting for one team to pull away. It'll be Cole Young this time for the Buckeyes to serve. Young serve well short. And Penn State will get a couple of substitutions in here. Tim Hergert subs in, and he will be the one to serve. Hergert lobs it up. Battle for it, the net. And a beautiful, again, Jacob Pasture. Second time today, I feel, where he hasn't hit it with a ton of velocity, but he just guided that ball to the open area. And that's his 3rd kill of the match so far.
Yeah, both Pasture and Clark have been the 2 guys getting it done for Ohio State all year. They're definitely going to get their own today, just going to be whether or not other players can step up.
Brought away by Wildman. Spike attempt in for Cal Fisher. Going cross court there.
Yeah, that's one of his favorite shots, running over to the edge.
See if he can get this serve going. If Penn State goes up 20-13 here, Cal Fisher serving, it's going to be tough for the Buckeyes to try and come back and win this first set. Fisher serves and hit with a lot of vigor, but into the net, and Ohio State gets to continue to hang around here, down 19-14.
Yeah, you can tell Fisher's a little frustrated, hasn't been able to execute on any of his serves yet here today, but I feel like the second he gets that momentum going, it's definitely going to be beneficial for Penn State to go on a run.
Pasture to serve. He's got 4 kills today. Pasture's serve, strong, fought off by the Nittany Lions. Spike is beautiful from Wildman. And now he's up to 4 kills on the day as well, to even himself up with Michael Valenzi and Pasture for tops of the game.
Yeah, Brett Wildman, he's just been, I don't know what it is about Ohio State, man, but he's playing with passion out here. 4 kills on 100 hitting.
Yeah, hit percentage big for Penn State. They're 765 as a team right now. Wildman serve whips in, dug out by Pasture. And Sam Clark again off. Hit that very strongly, trying to go for the Penn State back left corner, but well out of play. Now 21-14. Again, we kind of mentioned this. Ohio State probably need to make their run a little bit earlier here in this set, as Penn State's now just 4 points away from winning their 4th straight set against the Buckeyes. Serve from Wildman. Dug up by Parker Migish. And Pasture. He's definitely been Ohio State's best player, in my opinion, so far. Pasture, the first one to get to 5 kills there. Finished looking like it was just too easy for him, finding the areas the Penn State players aren't.
Yeah, he's also hitting a perfect percentage right now alongside Wildman.
Luke Lenton to serve. Dug up by the Nittany Lions. Great block there, but fought off by Sam Marsh. Continue to rally here in Rec Hall. Nittany Lions with a great effort. Batted over by Michael Valenzi. And finished off by the Buckeyes. Looks like it might have been Lallemand there.
That was a really good rally, probably the best rally we've seen all night here today.
Yeah, early in the match we saw a lot of errors. That time both teams diving for balls. A little bit ugly sometimes. Serve again by Letton. Just dug up in the line. Sam Clark keeps it alive for the Buckeyes. Blocked out in front. Letton was able to keep it alive for only a moment. But the Nittany Lions score, and it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, there goes your setter. Wagner going up for the block. That was awesome. Sam Marsh right there with him, too. Good defense for the Nittany Lions, extending it to a 6-point lead.
I thought Sam Clark did a good job keeping that play alive for the Buckeyes, but ultimately to no avail. Now Marsh for the Nittany Lions. Dug out by the Buckeyes. Ezionu with a big block. Fired in by Wildman. Buckeyes keep it alive. And Wildman with the cheeky tip attempt, but Ohio State scores the point.
Yeah, you could tell the second he went for that placement, trying to catch the defense off guard rather than hitting a hard, good little soft tap, but he knew he was hitting it out of bounds after just a little too hard on the soft tap.
Ohio State trails by 5 with Clark serving. Cole Young fought at the net.
Looks like it's going to be a net violation on Bogner. Got his hand on the top of the net trying to block it.
Yeah, it looked like a tie up there, almost like a block shot in basketball. Young and Bogner were battling for it. I think Bogner wants his coach a challenge, and here we go. Clark to serve now. Vicious serve dug out by Wildman. Ezionu to the noggin.
My goodness.
Parker Mickish. He luckily got right back and was fine, but Ezionu is taking nobody alive today. Going right for the throat. Wow, 23-18 Penn State. Glad that Parker Mickish was all right on that play.
That's fierce.
Served by Bogner, out of bounds, maybe a little, but I can't get off that Ezionu play.
Yeah, that's nuts. He, alongside him and Valenzi, both of them, stepping up today.
And Wildman, all 4 kills each for them, though Jacob Pastor actually leads everybody with 5 kills on the match. Dug out by Wildman, Ezionu fakes. Fisher went for the kill, but unsuccessful. We'll try it again, and it's blocked, but out of bounds by Ohio State. Cal Fisher, that relentlessness, and you got to shout out Will Bantle. I thought that ball was going to be dead in the rights, and Bantle is able to keep it alive for the Nittany Lions, and now 1 point away from winning this first set against the Buckeyes. It'll be Valenzi, the hot hand early to serve. Crowd clapping, and Valenzi serve into the net it goes. A 24-20 now. Buckeyes trying to make a last-minute run here. It's Kyle Tooney in to serve. Tooney serve by Bantle, and finished off by Wildman. Like clockwork for him, he'll finish the set with 5 kills. Penn State wins the first set 25-20. Let's see Cal Fisher serving here, see if he can get things going for the Nittany Lions. Serve is good, but the Buckeyes are able to get things going. Pasture spike attempt, no good. And Brett Wildman leading the match in kills today.
Yeah, really, really good heads-up play by Wildman. That's really difficult to do after a blocked attempt by Penn State. The ball's up in the air. Doesn't even need a set. He sees the Ohio State players coming close to the net and saw no one in the back right corner. That's how he was able to place it perfectly.
Cal Fisher got a serve in last time. Let's see if he can get a service ace here and put the Nittany Lions up 2-0. That one's fought up by Lallemand. Pasture with the big spike attempt, fought up by Wildman. No one was there to get it for Penn State, and it falls out of play, and the Buckeyes even things up 1-1. Plattfoot will serve now for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Buckeyes, again, winless on the road this season, but they're ranked number 13 in the country. Flat foot puts it over. Penn State gets ready. Marsh fakes it. Wildman takes it. Deflected by the Buckeyes, out of play. 2-1 Penn State.
Yeah, Ohio State cannot find an answer for Brett Wildman right now. He's just been so good here today, especially with those 2 points there back to back.
Yeah, 7 kills now leads the match. Not only that, he also was a service ace today. It's been a good match for Wildman. And speaking of service aces, Wildman with the ball in his hand now, looking to get another one in the box score. Great serve there by Wildman, but dug out by the Buckeyes. Pasture looking for more. Kept alive by the Nittany Lions. Big block at the net, but Marsh keeps it in. Wildman taps it over lightly. Pasture keeps it alive for the Buckeyes. Clark blocked down. And that'll be Ohio State's point.
Yeah, both ways, really good stops and good effort from Will Bantle. Kept the ball alive for Penn State, got it off to Marsh, and he's one of the best defensive players on this team.
Pasture to serve for the Buckeyes. He's probably been their best player. Bantle going to get up. They're then looking for Sam Marsh. There. To Wildman, a big spike attempt again. Sam Clark sets it up. Wildman, Bantle diving down, colliding with Cole Bogner.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication there by Bogner and Bantle, but Kyle Fisher, another guy on this team who's tied in digs per game with Bantle at 2.04. Not only is he a good offensive presence, but that just goes to show that this Penn State team can do it all. You got guys who can dive and get the digs and keep the possession alive.
Pasture serving it up and just out. Allen looks really close for the Buckeyes. I'm looking down, see maybe if we get a Buckeye challenge after we saw so many Penn State ones, but doesn't look to be the case. Sam Marsh now to serve for the Nittany Lions, and Toby Ezeonu back in the game. Wow, that's some awesome highlight plays in the first set. 3-3 here in set 2, Penn State up 1-0. Ball goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes. And it'll be credited to Sam Marsh for his second service ace of the match, as the Buckeyes couldn't handle the hot heat.
Yeah, this is almost like a picture-perfect example of the first set. 3-3, both teams stagnant, and now Penn State, see if they can get on a run again. You got Sam Marsh at the helm.
A really good serve by Marsh, followed by Parker Mickish, who's dealt with a lot of high-velocity balls today. Blocked off by guess who? Cole Bogner and Ezeonu. Talked about a little bit in the open about how great Ezeunu's been on blocks, and Bogner, who wasn't able to get his challenge one, had a big play at the net, and that time, that one's going to count for sure. 5-3 Penn State. And Marsh feeling good serving the ball right now. And like you said, picture perfect almost what happened in the first set. Marsh throws it up. Serve thought might have been going out, but Pasture gets it out. Lobbed up, just simply tapped over by Wildman. Dug out there. Wildman taps it over. Cole Young fakes. Sam Clark takes it, deflects, out of play. And Sam Clark will pick up the kill, and Ohio State will cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, that was a really good fake there, as you mentioned, because it not only gave him the opportunity to get an easier kill. Ezeonu, the tallest guy for Penn State out there on the court right now, was unable to adjust and move over to the side to get the block.
Young struggled with the serve early last set. Valenzi was looking for another big kill. He's been good, as you mentioned, in the first set, but that one falls just out of bounds. And we're tied at 5 here at Rec Hall. Cole Young to serve again. Not the strongest server for the Buckeyes, but last time got it done. One of the tallest players on the team at 6'10". Ezeonu looking for another big spike. That one didn't find anyone's head, but still counts all the same as it's deflected out of play. And Penn State takes the lead again, and Bogner Go back to serve for the Nittany Lions. You can just tell on that 10-game wing streak, they're just playing with so much confidence. All these players look like every spike attempt, every hit attempt is going to be perfect. Ogner serve, got out by Pasture. Spike attempt there from Noah Platfoot.
It's been a really good response by Ohio State. Staying poised. They're getting a lot better looks than they did in that first set.
My mistake, that was Lalman getting the 5 and 6 there. Martin Lalman with a nice kill there. Serve from Sam Clark off the net. Dug up by Wildman. Easy Onu again. Easy Onu starting to find his game. He's hitting 1,000 today.
Yeah, Easy Onu coming really close to his performance against Ohio State already in the last game here early in the second set. Has 6 kills, had 7 last time versus the Buckeyes.
Onesie serve. Got out by Mickish. Sam Clark is true, and he's starting to pick up his game after some early struggles. Clark making himself known. He's got 3 errors today, but he picks up his 5th kill. It'll be Martin Lalman who had a kill earlier for the Buckeyes. We're tied at 7 here. Nice play by Bandel to keep it up. Valenzi, Wildman, and what placement by Wildman. Looks like a little bit of a broken play for the Nittany Lions, but playing with such confidence, Wildman just drives that ball to the back corner. Penn State now up 8-7 with Toby Ezionu to serve.
Yeah, and Wildman's almost at double-digit kills too, and it's still early on in this second set.
Ezionu to serve. Mickish sets it up. Pasture leading the Buckeyes in kills today. Locks us up at 8.
Both teams are really locked in right now, getting solid looks from their best hitters.
No, Ohio State feels like they have to win this set. Already going down 1-0. They don't want to get beaten straight sets again. Ethan Talley, though, drives it into the net. And Penn State reestablishes the lead. Cal Fisher back to serve again. Cal Fisher doesn't have a service ace today, but you can feel that he's looking for it. Serving from the side closest to us on his left. Fisher tosses the ball up. Drives it down, but it's fought off by Lalman.
And there it is, Mac. Cal Fisher with an ace.
Not the cleanest. He's played pretty well for the Buckeyes, despite Ezionu having that fierce strike to his head. Ogner going up. He's been strong at the net today. Pasture, though, is there for the Buckeyes. That hitting percentage continues to climb for Pasture.
And the thing about Pasture's shots, too, is he's doing a really good job of... You got guys like in the back for Penn State, like Bantle, who's really a rock for the foundation of this defense and can dive all over the place in the hustle he uses. Just putting it, like, just far enough away so that way he can get the point for the Buckeyes.
Here comes the serve from Platfoot, and the Buckeyes down 1 to the Penn State Nittany Lions. Tapped lightly over there. Buckeyes back. Pasture looking for another one. Fought off by Valenzi. This one coming. And it'll be a net violation from the Buckeyes, and Fisher gets the point.
Yeah, I think Cole Young got a little too close to the net there, trying to attempt that hit from Fisher.
Wildman has a service ace today and 8 kills, tied for the league with Jacob Pasture of the Buckeyes. Penn State up 2 points here in set number 2. Wildman's serve looked good, but hit the top of the net. And Ohio State pulls within 1 again. Again, Ohio State keeping right with the Nittany Lions on a bit of a seesaw, but they haven't really established a lead. We'll see if that can change here with Jacob Pasture serving. They've had some success with him serving today. Lobs it up. Serve fought off by Banel. Oh, and a big attempt from Wildman looking for his 9th kill of the day. Just hits that Penn State lettering in the back line there, and we got a tie game here. Jacob Pasture was serving. Probably been Ohio State's best player today, and chance for them to go on a run here and try and capture set number 2. Pasture lobs it up. lobs it over, but it placement really good. Bantle sets it up. Valenzi into the wrecking crew and puts Penn State back up 12-11. Toby Ezeonu subbing back in, and Michael Valenzi, who's been on his game today.
Yeah, definitely. And after having going a little quiet after a hot start, Valenzi responds and puts the Nittany Lions up 1 right when they needed it.
Sam Marsh to serve. He's got 2 service aces today, looking for his third. Mickish, and it looks like it will be his third.
Yeah, maybe Sam Marsh was getting some pointers from Cal Fisher before this game. He's been solid. As I mentioned, he only had 6 service aces coming in to into this game and on the season, and now he's already got half that in 1 match.
Yeah, just the second set as well. Marsh, 3 service aces, looking for more as Parker Mickish could not handle that last ball. That one you could tell just came off the hand a little loosely, and it hits the net. Ohio State again within 1. Will Bantle comes back in for the Nittany Lions. Cole Young to serve for the Buckeyes. Wildman's bump was over the net. Fisher, though, able to clean things up with Cole Bogner putting a set up perfectly. I thought after Wildman kind of bumped it accidentally over the Penn State net, kind of putting it on the Ohio State side, I think we'd be in trouble there, but Cal Fisher just an emphatic finish there and puts Penn State back up 2. Buckeyes trying to pull back within 1, and they will do so as Valenzi unable to handle the deflection.
I'll tell you what, Lauman's done a really good job here today of when Ohio State trails and they need a point, they've been going to him a lot of times on that left side. He's been able to get just over Penn State's blocks.
Clark with just a .231 hitting percentage today puts it in. Ezeonu, though, has been literally perfect today. That's 7 kills, 7 attempts. He also has a block today.
Yeah, and he's a guy, like he normally gets more blocks than he does kills. Like he does a really good job in the inside.
Ezeonu puts the Nittany Lions back up to Valenzi's serve. Followed off by Pastor. And Talley finishes it off for the Buckeyes, and it's a 1-point game again. Again, Ohio State hanging around, but not in the lead. Even though it's just a 1 or 2 point game, Penn State's had the lead this entire way, other than it being tied a couple times. See Martin Lalman try and change things up for the Buckeyes here. He tosses the ball, lobs it up, going for the placement service ace, and Groff, that was a thing of beauty right there.
Yeah, wow, that was really impressive. There was no one on that front left side for Penn State, and kind of lofted it in there perfectly. Just came, the second it crossed the net, it was already on the downfall.
Just playing it where the Penn State players were not, and they're kind of not standing in that area again to the Penn State players left. See if he tries that soft little serve again. No, he hits it with power, and Valenzi's able to handle it. Ezeonu fakes, and Wildman, not the strongest finish, but Ezeonu fooled the Buckeye players enough to where Penn State is able to re-get themselves in front, up 16-15 now.
Yeah, I think that play right there goes to show how talented Brett Wildman is, that he's known to just smack the ball as hard as he can and just hope that the defense can't corral it, but there. High IQ play there to just tap it past the block.
Able to slightly hold the edge. Tim Hergert serves up, followed by Parker Mickish. Jacob Pastor, who's been the leader for the Buckeyes so far, but it was a hitting error, and Penn State goes up by 2.
Yeah, rare error for Pastor here today. That'll drop him down to 580. He was shooting right around 730. Ooh, another challenge here, Mac.
We've had a lot of challenges today. It's kind of been fun to see who's going to get them right, who's going to get them wrong. Penn State set short into the net. And Ohio State pulls it in 1, and here comes Toby Ezeonu, who again, I can't emphasize enough, Austin has been literally perfect today with 7 kills on 7 attempts.
Yeah, he's just been really locked in as he's gonna come back out. They're gonna readjust the back line, get Banto in there. But Ezionu, like I said, a guy who's really known for the defense and blocking, but 7 kills versus 1 block, unreal.
Kyle Tooney, a nice serve there, but it's fought off by Wildman. Marsh, not the strongest spike attempt, but again, placement is key. Buckeyes could not get to it, and the Penn State Nittany Lions will reestablish a 2-point lead. Here comes Cal Fisher, looking for that elusive service ace. He's come close a couple times. They called the error on the Buckeyes on one of his serves, so he's not given the ace, but he's come close quite a few times. Fisher steps into it, and again, another strong attempt, but it'll be a service error as it goes into the net.
Yeah, and almost like a sigh of relief for the Buckeyes there. You can see when he's serving, they got 4 guys in that back line. I know it's going to be a powerful serve coming towards them, but definitely a catch of their breath there.
Platfoot serves it up, and Brett Wildman just fires it away. But they're going to say that now it'll be Ohio State. We're going to see the 4th Penn State challenge. Yes, we are. They're 2 of 3 today. It will be Platfoot now, looking to put the Buckeyes into the lead. Serves up, Valenti bumps it. Wildman again, and Wildman is pure. Well, now he's in double-digit kills. Not perfect in his hitting percentage like Ezionu has been today, but pretty good for Wildman, who's now got 10 kills today to just 3 errors.
Yeah, and make that now 9 of the last 12 matches in this win streak, where Wildman has had 10+ kills.
He has a service ace today. He's looking for a second one, and he will get the second one. Wildman, 2 service aces. And Penn State now up by 2, just 5 points away from going up 2-0. Wildman has been one of the best players on the court today. Lobs it up. Fires it. Asher will bump it up for the Buckeyes. That one will just go clean over, and it'll be finished off by Cole Bogner. He's had a little bit of a roller coaster match today, but he's definitely settled in, and that's going to result in a timeout for the Buckeyes of 21-18 here in set number 2. Service trauma far off by Alamanda of the Buckeyes. Fake spike there from Marsh. Wildman looking for number 11. And it goes out of play. And almost on cue, as you mentioned, as Ohio State, most of their points coming on Penn State attacking errors, and that there was the case as Wildman fired it to out of bounds past the back line. So Pasture will get to serve now for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, let's see if the Buckeyes can get a good serve here and then regroup on the attack.
Pasture, a strong serve, but able to be dug up by the Nittany Lions. Bantle puts it up. Valenzi is able to finish it off. The deflection, and Penn State 3 points away from going up 2-0. Penn State can smell blood in the water here. I already just talked about Sam Marsh with 3 service aces today. He's been the best server on the court today for any team. Marsh puts it up. Service strong, but again, fought off by Lalaman. But no Buckeye player able to get there. Sam Marsh, they just announced it emphatically here at Red Call. 4 service aces, and Ohio State's going to have to talk it over because they're 2 points away from going down 2-0. And all right, Sam Marsh looking for number 5. He's got 4 service aces today. What's good, but into the net. A little friendly fire there on Michael Valenzi. He'll take a seat. Buckeyes down 3 points. This is a crucial part of the match. Luke Lenton now to serve for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Lenton serve to the Penn State back line, followed by Wildman, but guess who's going to stay perfect? Ezionu's going to stay perfect. That's 8 kills for him today.
Penn State with a chance now to take away the second set as they rise in Rec Hall. Going to be probably the same score as the first one if they can execute here on this serve.
Cole Bogner, fans applauding. wanting to see Penn State go up 2-0. Here's the Bogner serve, but it's into the net. Another service error for Penn State and Ohio State within 3, but they've been pushed to the brink now. This one will be served by Sam Clark. Again, fans clapping here in Rec Hall, looking for that 2-0 advantage. And it's a service error for Sam Clark. Tough way to go out for the Buckeyes. Penn State takes set number 2.
Great time.
And then he hit the nail on the head there. Parker Migish had to deal with some tough Penn State strikes and has not exactly been on his game today. But the Ohio State blockers coming to play, and Pastor's going to get credited with another nice play there. And Ohio State will get on the board first in the 3rd set. I think something really important for the Buckeyes here, as Noah Platfoot goes back to serve, is for them to get off on a strong foot, not just by 1 or 2 points, but get up by 3 or 4 early. And an error there from the Buckeyes, and we're just talking about Parker Mikish. Unable to keep that one alive. And now Cal Fisher goes back to serve, and it looks like maybe we're getting a nice start for the Buckeyes here in the 2nd set, or 3rd set rather. But now it's a 1-1 game, and Cal Fisher's back to serve, looking for blood. A little bit of a softer serve, but it's got out by Pastor and spiked down by Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan debuting here in the match, getting his first kill on his first attempt.
Yeah, talk about a guy to step up and come off the bench. He's only played in 15 sets this year and getting his number called in a big-time game here in Rec Hall.
Wildman's bump goes wildly over, and Cole Bogner, a little bit of a no-look, taps it over. Everybody expecting him to set it up, as he does so well, and completely fooled the Ohio State players there. 2-2 here.
Yeah, if I'm giving style points, 10 out of 10 right there. Wow. Gets the defense off guard. I thought he was going to go put up a set there for his teammate, but
even the way he angled his body looked like he was going to set that up for another teammate as Wildman hits it over. Faked by Sean Ryan, and there's Sam Clark trying to get back on his game. He's going to be a big factor if the Buckeyes are able to come back here. Clark's 6th kill of the day. And the Buckeyes now lead at 3-2.
Yeah, this is how it's been the first 2 sets. Ohio State went up 3-2 both ways, and then Penn State responded and took the helm the rest of the way.
Sean Ryan to serve, just came in, was nice with his first kill, but that serve a little bit off track. Be 3-all here as Toby Ezionu subs in for the Nittany Lions. Sam Marsh, 4 service aces today. He's been on his game, serving the ball thus far. Buckeyes trying to get a grip on this match and extended another set. Marsh's serve off the net, dug out wonderfully by Mikish. Cole Young fires, kept alive by Marsh. Tipped over the net there, continue to battle for it. Ezionu fakes the spike, Michael Valenzi. Pastor keeps it alive. Attempt there, diving play from Cal Fisher, but it goes out of play, and the Buckeyes score. Great rally there, one of the best we've seen in a while.
Yeah, definitely. This has been a really, really good start to the set for the Buckeyes, especially Lauman and Clark getting their hits. Offensively, they're doing a really good job. The only error they really had was Parker Mikish diving for the 1 Penn State kill.
Martin Lauman getting credit there with the kill. Clark's serve struck well, but Valenzi's able to just keep it alive. Now he goes for the spike attempt, dug out by Parker Mikish. Clark puts it across. Valenzi just fires it across. Clark puts it up. Earned in by Lalaman. Bantle. Valenzi just taps it over. Clark trying to set it up. Cole Young. Not a strong firing shot, with a Penn State fail block. Gets the Buckeyes up 2.
Yeah, one thing I was saying before this match, too, is how Ohio State can control Penn State from allowing them to not get as many offensive attacks. As Ohio State seems to be controlling the possessions here.
And a tough error there from Clark. As Penn State gets a point. I thought you were bringing up a great point there. We saw a couple plays. Michael Valenzi, just because of the 3rd hit, just kind of had to tap it over the net. Not able to get one of those big guys like Ezionu smashing the ball down, where the Buckeyes are just on their heels. That time the Buckeyes felt in control. But then Sam Clark with a little error there. Penn State will get the serve. But Penn State gives it right that. It's Bogner fires it past the back line. The Buckeyes a chance to get back on their game up 6-4.
Yeah, a couple of service errors both ways. Ohio State, without those service errors, they'd definitely be doing really, really well off here at the start of the third set.
Martin Lallement tosses it up. Lobs it over, going for that placement shot, but Bandle's able to keep it alive. Valenzi going for another kill. Unable to do so. Platfoot, Pasture in the perfect placement. It did look like that one hit the ground. Bogner, the great effort. The challenge card's coming out immediately. I think Wildman told him to put it away. And Penn State won't get charged with the challenge because Wildman, I think he saw that. I think I saw that one hit the ground as well. Bogner with a great effort, but Pasture with the placement shots has been great all day for the Buckeyes. He's got 9 kills now. Serve from the Buckeyes. Try to be fought off there from Fisher. Pasture going for another placement shot. Nittany Lions are ready for it. He'll try with more authority now, but it goes out of bounds, and the Penn State Nittany Lions will get a point. It'll be 7-5.
Yeah, this is the most dominant we've seen Ohio State so far, and let's see if Penn State can respond now.
Jacob Pasture's been more of a directional kind of player this game with the 9 kills leading the way for the Buckeyes, but that time tried to put a lot of velocity on it. Valenzi's serve. Pasture going for the spike. Easy Onu was there. But then Pasture gets it right back, and he's feeling it now. Buckeyes up by 3 in set number 3.
Pasture with the poise for Ohio State stepping up here. And good block there from the Nittany Lions, but all in all, Penn State kind of can't really get into their flow of things offensively.
Cole Young to serve now, lobs it over. Just dug out there by Wildman, who goes for the big spike and blocked away. Noah Platfoot had a big say in that one. And I believe Penn State's gonna have to try and talk this one over, try and get their 11th straight victory. But it'll be Cole Young to serve now for the Buckeyes, up 4, looking to go up 5. And Young's serve falls out of play. Now cue Sam Marsh coming back in for the Nittany Lions, and Toby Ezionu. He's done it all on the court today. Perfect hitting percentage. He's got a block as well. See if he can add a service ace to his day. Serve fall up by Mickish. Pasture will set it up for his man, Sam Clark. The duo is fueling themselves now as Ohio State going up 10-6 now. Beautiful finish from Clark. Ogner got a piece of it, but it was never a doubt for Clark, who finished that one off perfectly. And unfortunately for the Buckeyes, Platfoot serves it out. And also, it feels like every time Ohio State's starting to grab a little bit of momentum, a beautiful play from Pasture to Clark there. They kind of get it right back to Penn State with a service error. Still a 3-point lead, though, for the Buckeyes. Serve now from Fisher. Pasture fights it off. He'll go for the kill again. Goes for placement. Mansell keeps it alive. Wildman taps it up. Left foot there. Mickish looking for Clark. And he gets another kill. Sam Clark, we talked about him not exactly being on his game today, but he's starting to pick things up now with his 8th kill. And Ohio State now up 11-7 on the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, the Buckeyes with 8 kills in this third set. They had 10 in the first and 10 in the second, doing a lot better, and they're hitting at 460 in this third set.
Pasture, really nice looking serve, but it goes out of play. And once again, the Buckeyes have a nice play, and then a service error gives it back to the Nittany Lions. It'll be Wildman now, who's got 2 service aces of his own today, hunting for number 3 to try and chase his teammate Sam Marsh, who's been the best service ace man today with 4. Wildman tosses it up, serve. Never was going to be in there. Goes well wide. Ohio State, 12-8. Austin, I wonder if Penn State, do you ever think the team wants to lay off a little bit? Their identity is in this aggressiveness. They'll just take those errors because they just like to play aggressive. But right now, it's kind of playing in Ohio State's favor, keeping them in a 4-point lead right now.
I mean, yeah, that's their style of play. But honestly, that one, as we had a nice, really great play from Marsh. But Fisher honestly hit his one serve really too. Maybe just getting in play. But Wildman, I think the second they see a hard serve go over, connect, and they gain that momentum back where they're getting into the flow of their offense, and they get the ball to Bogner, one of the best setters in the nation. I've said multiple times during this broadcast, and just allow him to run this offense and get opportunities for this team.
Sam Marsh looking for service ace number 5. That one might have been going out, but it was kept in by the Buckeyes. It's not going to matter. Finished off strong B by Martin Lallement.
Yeah, it's been the three-headed dog for the Buckeyes. Been Lallement, Pasher, and Clark. The three doing everything, getting the kills, the three combined for just around 25 kills.
Sam Clark serving. Nice serve there, kept in by Cal Fisher. Easyonu looking to stay perfect, and he will. Easyonu 9 for 9. Having a day.
And one thing to note too is, other than Easyonu, Brett Wildman, after the crazy start he had to this match, hitting at 190 now, 10 for 21.
Ogner to serve for the Nittany Lions. It's a strong one. Sends Pasture to the floor. Clark will go for a big strike for the Buckeyes, but sails out of play. And Penn State now within 2. Buckeyes slipping a bit. That Cole Bogner serve, Austin, sent Jacob Pasture to the floor, to his backside. See if Bogner can get a service ace here. He's not will have one today. Serve a little lighter, still gets in play. Lallement goes for the spike. Lallement sets it up, looking for Fisher. Fought off by Clark. Mickish back to Clark. Out of play. Just missed from Sam Clark. He's hitting the ball smoothly. He's making great connections. But he's just missing slightly, and Ohio State's going to take a timeout for the Nittany Lions. One lies lie out of play. Good job of the Buckeye players pointing that one out, and they'll be able to slightly breathe a bit with a 2-point lead now. And one of their best players today, Martin Lallement, back to serve.
And see if Penn State can do a better job of finding the spots where they're going to get hit. It's been the 3 guys for Ohio State, 25 to 29 kills.
Lallement, the only service ace for the Buckeyes today, picks up his second. Not a ton of velocity. Penn State players thought that one was going to float just past the line, but it just dipsy-doodles into the back. And Ohio State up 3 now. 2 service aces for Martin Lallement. Looking for the hat trick now.
Little 2-0 run on the timeout.
Lallement fires that one with much more velocity. Bogner sets it up. Fired in by Cal Fisher. Penn State back within 2. Michael Valenzi will go back to serve. Well done there from Cal Fisher. Valenzi. It's been one of the bright spots for Penn State today. He's got 6 kills. Valenzi serves to get Penn State back within 1. Parker Mickish keeps it up. Pasture looking for another kill, but he's denied at the net by Cal Fisher, who's on a little bit of a run himself. Penn State back within 1 after Ohio State came out strong out of the timeout. Valenzi to serve again and try and get Penn State tied up.
Yeah, and Cal Fisher, one of the leading kill guys on this team with 2 kills back-to-back after the slow start.
Valenzi's serve was dipping and it hits the net. Ohio State will go back up by 2. Sean Ryan, who, as you mentioned, Austin, has not played in too many sets this year, had a nice entrance earlier, and he's back in the match now. Cole Young for the Buckeyes, ready to start things up. Young serve almost tipped. Easyonu faked. Finished off by Wildman. We mentioned earlier that Easyonu, just his presence, faking that spike attempt, striking that fear in Ohio State, and Wildman's able to finish things off and cut this Ohio State lead down to 1.
Yeah, things are trending towards Penn State right now. The past couple points they've had have been really solid attempts.
Tim Hergert in and serves for the Nittany Lions, and Sean Ryan at the net coming in strong, making his presence felt. Made sure he was going to win that ball and fired it through the Penn State side. Ohio State back up by 2 again.
Yeah, talk about a wall up. That was tough, man. Really hard play there.
Flatfoot serving for the Buckeyes. Valenzi faked by Marsh. Wildman fought off by the Buckeyes. Clark will try it. Deflected. Set up. Went it again by Pastor. He keeps it alive. Clark for the Buckeyes. He's denied. Pastor sets it up. Back for Clark. Clark finishes it off. A wild rally. Finished by 17 of the Buckeyes. Sam Clark.
Looks like
and eventually Sam Clark fired a beautiful hit and got Ohio State's lead back up to 3. Mickish keeps it out. Clark looking for more, and he's got it. Sam Clark is into double-digit kills along with his man Jacob Pastor, and it looked like Pastor's dynamic duo buddy wasn't really coming to play today, and all of a sudden Sam Clark's burst onto the scene, and him and Pastor are tied for Ohio State's lead with 10 kills apiece. Buckeyes up 4, looking to extend this to a 4th set. Noah Plattfoot to serve for Ohio State. Faked by Marsh. Fisher looking for the spike. Mickish sets it up. And Clark! Was it an error on Clark? And Clark touched the net. So Penn State will get a point. He was really... feeling strongly that one with the ball, was carrying his momentum towards the net. Clark touched up. And now Cal Fisher will get an opportunity to serve the Nittany Lions down 3. Fisher's serve bumped by Pasture. Wildman tries his hand. Flatfoot to Sam Clark, but it's denied. Cole Bogner. Sam Marsh were all there blocking for Penn State. But it was an error. And the Buckeyes will get the serve there. Jacob Pasture. Sam Clark got the kill on the last one. Jacob Pasture fires a serve out of bounds. And you can see he's displeased with himself.
Yeah, a little fire there from Will Banto. I saw a little hundo from Penn State. He's like, come on, guys, we gotta get fired up here. Down 3. No to come back. Let's see if they can get it done.
Yeah, Penn State would prefer not to play in a 3rd set. Brett Wildman, he's got 2 service aces today. Him and Marsh have combined for 6. Wildman's serve is dug out by the Buckeyes. Clark looking for more blood. And he's really come on here in this 3rd set.
Their offense is rolling right now, Mac. Just getting good looks all across the net.
Austin, I'd say in the first 2 sets, it looked like Ohio State was playing on the back heels. Penn State was playing their game. It feels like the Buckeyes have come out in this 3rd set and said, no, we're going to play our game. We're going to play through our 2 guys, Pasture and Clark. We're going to let them get the best looks. We're going to have Penn State pee on their heels. And that's led to Ohio State front-running this set, up 4, and just 4 points away from extending this match to a 4th set. Valenzi, though, wants something to say about that.
Yeah, great play by Valenzi, who had 4 kills in that first set. Gone a little quiet ever since. The sophomore, young guy stepping up to the challenge.
Ezioni was back in. Penn State down 3 here late in the set. Ohio State up 21-18. Ezioni still has not had a miss hit. 9 for 9 on the day with 9 kills. Sam Marsh and those 4 service aces ready to serve for the Nittany Lions. Deflects off the net. Wildman keeps it in. And Cole Young just fires it out of play. A little bit of a mishap there. And Penn State within 2 now. And again, Sam Marsh, who's been the best serving man of the day, is ready to go. But Ohio State's going to call a timeout. Ready to serve and try and get Penn State within 1. Marsh's serve. Diving to the floor, fought off. Clark is looking for more for the Buckeyes. Sam Clark has showed up to play in this 3rd set after struggling early on. And all of a sudden, the Buckeyes are just 3 points away from extending this match to a 4th set. Clark to serve and fires it out of play. This set's going right down to the wire. Again, just winning this set for the Buckeyes if they're able to pull it off. Not only huge, just they have not won a road match all year long. Just to play how they played today in this third set is remarkable. Ogner now for the Nittany Lions. Again, diving to the floor was Platfoot. Ezionu fakes. Fired in by Cal Fisher, deflected by the Buckeyes, but unable to keep that ball alive. And the Buckeyes are only up by 1 now. Ogner to serve. Penn State trying to tie things up here in set number 3. They're up 2-0. They are themselves 4 points away from their 11th straight victory. Asher bites it off, going for the finish now, but he got caught in the air there was Jacob Pasture. And Penn State's locked it up at 22 now. Buckeyes played yesterday. See if they can have it in the tank here to try and extend it to a 4th set, while the Penn State Nittany Lions have not played since the meeting in Columbus. Cole Bogner again serving, looking to Penn State into the lead. Asher bumps it. Platfoot to Martin Lallemond. He's been one of the leaders for the Buckeyes as well and calmly steers them back in front, 23-22.
Yeah, really good job by Ohio State. Despite Penn State tying up the game, they stayed calm, cool, and collected and get a point.
Lallemond to serve now. Yes, you were certainly right. You could feel the momentum in the building swing when Penn State tied the game. But Lallemond's put the Buckeyes back up 1. Ansel bumps it. Tapped over there. Wildman. Bogner. Cal Fisher. Mankish. Flatfoot again. Sam Clark. He's at it again. The Penn State blockers blocked it well out of bounds past the back baseline. And all of the sudden, the Buckeyes are 1 point away from getting this thing to a 4th set. Penn State's going to have to use a timeout here to talk things over. Just a 2-point game in this 3rd set. Again, if you're just joining us, Penn State won set number 1, 25-21. Set number 2, 25-21. Kind of been front-running all game, but Ohio State has shown that they can play with the Nittany Lions in this 3rd set. And again, 1 point away from extending this match to a 4th set. Buckeyes, again, just played yesterday as well in a loss on a 2-game losing streak. But they really showed up today. Sam Clark has been phenomenal. He was kind of had a rough start to the match. All of a sudden, he leads everybody in kills today with 14. And 364 hitting percentage as well. He's got 5 digs and a block to go along with all of that. Fantastic job by Sam Clark here in this 3rd set, Austin. Yeah,
Ohio State looks like a completely different team in the 3rd set. The first one, 10 kills. 2nd set, 10 kills. 3rd set, 17, almost nearly double they've had combined those first 2 sets. And only 2 kills behind Penn State's 39 total kills. So all around, just after the first couple of times, they have been unable to get going, and now getting into their flow of the offense, getting the looks from Clark, up to 14 kills now. His hit percentage was not as good in his first 2 sets. He's up to 360 now.
And only 2 service aces today for Ohio State, but both from this guy right here, Martin Lallemond, with the service ace right now, would send this match to a 4th set. Lallemond pops it over, was going for the placement shot, trying to catch the Nittany Lions off guard, but it hits the net. And now with Valenzi serving, he kind of let a comeback charge for Penn State earlier in this set, has the opportunity to lock us up at 24. Michael Valenzi had a really nice match today. He's got 7 kills. Valenzi's serve just fought off by Mikish. Platfoot to Young. Wildman. Bansel keeps it going. Cal Fisher keeps this rally alive. Platfoot looking for Pasture. Deflected. Platfoot serves again. Pasture looking for blood. And he's got it. Wildman unable to keep it up. And the Buckeyes have extended this match to a 4th set. This is some of his teammates have had today. Parker making a great job to fight that one up. Bogner looking for Marsh. Sam Marsh was having a very strong match today. Usually on the serving side has been where he starts today, but now he's got himself his 5th kill of the match and put Penn State up 1-0 early.
Definitely a statement there for Penn State coming out getting the first point on a powerful kill.
Parker Mikish had a greatly fought off the Cal Fisher first serve. This time, Jacob Pastor is able to gather it. And the ref will award Penn State a point, I believe, for touching the net perhaps. And again, we talked about him earlier. Sean Ryan hasn't played in a ton of sets this year for the Buckeyes. He started off well, but a mistake there. Penn State quickly up 2-0. Cal Fisher still serving. Fisher serve, fought off by Mikish. Flatfoot puts it up for Clark. And again, Buckeyes with the net violation. Penn State up 3-0. Buckeyes got to be careful here. Penn State very upset that they lost that third set. Weren't able to win this match in 3 straight. They called timeout right before the Buckeyes were able to win that last set. And now Penn State up 3-0 here. And Cal Fisher serves have been pristine thus far. And as I say that, the commentator's curse comes into play. And Fisher hits one just over the back line, and Ohio State is on the board in the 4th set.
Yeah, a little surprising. Cal Fisher still without a service ace today. He leads the team in service aces.
Flatfoot serve. Put up by Valenzi. Sam Marsh fakes. Valenzi comes in. Michael Valenzi continues to have a really strong day. One of the younger Penn State players. Continues to put in a good effort. Brett Wildman, 2 of Penn State's 6 service aces. He's back to serve. Penn State up 4-1 here. They're up 2-1 in the match as well. Wildman tosses the ball up, fires it vigorously. Give him 3 service aces today. From a serving standpoint, the Brett Wildman and Sam Marsh show, combining for all 7 of Penn State's service aces, and Brett Wildman is trying to tie his teammate Sam Marsh now for the lead in this match. And tosses it up. There's a little more placement this time. Flatfoot, the set for Sam Clark. Valenzi's got it now. Bogner looking for Cal Fisher, who just fires one strongly. No Buckeye player was going to get there, and now it's 6-1.
Yeah, that's one of his favorite shots yet again, coming off to that side, Elving. The right, hitting it with the left. Penn State, great execution after losing that 3rd set.
Wildman with the 3 service aces now. He's back to serve again. This one off the net. Margaret Mikish able to gather. Flatfoot sits it up. And Marlon Wildman says, my bad, as he fires that one out of play. Nicely set up by the Buckeyes. But it looks like with the Nittany lines up 7-1, the crowd here at Rec Hall excited. Buckeyes are going to need a timeout. Forced Ohio State to use a timeout. Brett Wildman with 3 service aces, back to serve again. This one into the net. It'll be a service error, and Ohio State will get a point there and be down just 7-2 now. Trying to right the ship, now Jacob Pastor, who's been one of the best Buckeye players. Him and Sam Clark in double-digit kills for the Buckeyes. Pastor fires. Up by Bantle. Ogner looking for Michael Valenti. Pastor in good position. Flatfoot, Martin Wildman. Wildman sets it up. Flatfoot going for Sam Clark. A little bit unorthodox there. One off Michael Valenti awkwardly. And quickly Ohio State gets back-to-back points. Jacob Pastor, the perfect guy to be serving now for the Buckeyes. Doesn't have a service ace today, but he's been one of the better servers for the Buckeyes and trying to just calm things down 7-3 here in set number 4. Bantle puts it up, and oh my goodness! Sam Marsh. Service ace show for Penn State today with 4. That one followed by Pastor. Oh! Just finding the corner.
It was so close.
Just missed. I thought it might have been in from Toby Ezionu. Well, Penn State uses another challenge here. Doesn't look like it. And Toby Ezionu's perfect day is finally over. He had gone 9 for his first 9. That one just missing. Looks like he's gonna come right back though. Made one mistake and he made sure to come back and score another point. Not his hardest hit of the day. But Ezeonu able to handle that one there. 9-4, he's been one of the best Penn State killers tonight with 10.
Yeah, man, marks his 4th double-digit kill game on the season.
Serve from Bogner goes into the net. And again, Ohio State has not really had a great start to this 4th step, but due to a couple of Penn State service errors, been able to kind of hang around. And now Sam Clark's going to get the opportunity for the Buckeyes. And he serves it right back into the net. Austin, I feel like we've had a lot of this early in the set, some kind of errors here or there, a little bit of a feeling out process. But Penn State ultimately up 10-5 right now. An opportunity this set to end the match. Michael Valenzi to serve for the Nittany Lions. Parker Mickish. A battle at the net, won by Wildman.
Yeah, that just goes to show Brett Wildman. You know, he's had multiple kills this game. Hasn't really hit the ball that well. He's at 200. But still, showing the energy and effort for the Nittany Lions going up with the block and getting the point for Penn State.
Exactly right, Austin. Just the will and the confidence to go up and win that battle at the net. So Valenzi's serve hit the net. Ezeonu and Cal Fisher with the block. Pastor keeps it alive though. Bandle up. Ezeonu looking for more. No, it's gonna be Fisher. Goes off Pastor. Buckeyes diving. And when you see Cal Fisher and Toby Ezeonu at the net together, getting a block, and then which one's it gonna be? Buckeye defenders can only scramble as Penn State opens up their lead to 7 now in the 4th set.
I think Bogner made the right choice in that set too. Gets the Fisher on the far side who completely reversed the ball to the left.
Valenzi's serve. Tapped over by Clark, who goes for the little touch. The little English. You've seen that a couple times today. Bogner had a nice play. This time Sam Clark, instead of the emphatic spikes we've seen a couple times this match, he goes for the little softy and catches the Penn State defenders off guard. Ohio State now just down by 6. Now Martin Lallemand, one of the top kill guys for the Buckeyes, here to serve. Bogner for Ezeonu, who's been perfect. Nearly perfect, I should say. Jacob Pastor finishes it off. Pastor was the early leader in kills for the Buckeyes, though his buddy Sam Clark kind of stormed past him, so Pastor's got some catching up to do, and he's going to have to put up a couple kills here and there. The Buckeyes want to try and come back and even up the sets at 2 as they are now down by 5, 12-7. Martin Wildman to serve again for the Buckeyes. He's got 2 service aces today. Wildman the bump. Now we'll go for the spike. 3 Buckeye blockers couldn't handle the sauce from Wildman. He's got a service ace in him. Oh, almost fooled the Buckeye defenders as Parker Mickish just has to bump it over. Ogner looking for Wildman. And again, a trio of Buckeye defenders diving for the ball, but Wildman just puts so much force on that ball. Even though they got a piece of it, it's just going to be finished off.
It's almost like a little slip and slide back from the Buckeye defense. You got Wildman, and Mike is trying to slide all the way to get Wildman's crazy kill.
Ezeonu's serve. Fired in by Cole Young, but nicely fought off by Bogner. Cal Fisher goes for the big spike. And the deflection goes out of play for the Buckeyes, and Cal Fisher. Ezeonu to serve. Jacob Pastor got it over for the Buckeyes. Bogner looking for Wildman. Parker Mickish couldn't get there. And you can see how excited Wildman is. He is having a match with 15 kills, and that hitting percentage was quite low for him. Now it's up to 321, much better. Toby Ezeonu back to serve. He's been great today. Cole Young tips it up. And Pastor fires off Ezeonu, one of his rare mistakes today. It's Jacob Pastor kind of doing almost what I was just talking about, just making the Penn State play on their back heels as Pastor just rockets that ball.
I'll tell you what, every time Ohio State calls a timeout, they've done a really good job of coming out and getting a point right after.
Cole Young serving now. And that ball just goes out of play. Cole Young, I have to say, he struggled a little bit with his serves today. believe that might have been his third service error. Now it'll be Cal Fisher. He's been great serving the ball today, but again, no service aces for him. Off the net, Parker Mickish recovers. And Sam Clark. Austin, you nailed it. Out of the timeout, Ohio State's been great, responding to the challenge, cutting into this lead, and they can get it down to 7. The nice play right here. Ball over top of the net by Lauerman, but Cal Fisher quickly gets Penn State back up by 9. And Wildman back to serve now. He's got 3 service aces today.
Yeah, Noah Plattfoot's another guy who needs to step up for Ohio State. Only got 4 digs there in the back line. That one goes right past him from Fisher.
Wildman with Penn State up 18-9. Plattfoot puts it up. Sam Clark. Another beautiful finish. He has come to play the last 2 sets. Just firing into the back left corner of the Penn State line. And look, Ohio State, regardless of what happens in this 4th set here, has really showed up, especially after having to play yesterday. Jacob Pasture. Oh, it deflected off the net and falls down. It's a service ace for Pasture. Again, down to 7 with Ohio State's one of their main men serving the ball. Got himself Ohio State's just 3rd service ace of the day.
Yeah, that service ace was 65 miles per hour, going off the front of the net and just trickling right over and falling down.
Sam Marsh was unable to handle that last serve off the top of the net. This one, though, Jacob Pasture a little upset with himself. Maybe trying to put a little bit too much on it after his last deflected off the net. Bantle will check out Ezeonu back in. And Sam Marsh, one of the other great servers of this match, leading everybody with 4 service aces. Even though he just came in with 6 on the year for himself. Marsh's serve, nearly perfect, but just goes out of bounds. And the Buckeyes get another point, a couple service errors from both teams. It's 19-12, the Nittany Lions still lead, but Ohio State trying to hang around and cut it just a little bit closer. Sean Ryan, who's made a nice impact here on a couple of plays, serves it, but way over. A lot of service errors right now for both teams. Maybe some fatigue showing. So we're in this 4th set. Again, I mentioned Ohio State played quite recently.
John Kerr comes in the game. Hasn't really played much here. No kills on the day. Hasn't had an attack yet, but gonna get some valid minutes here at the end of the 3rd set, 4th set.
Owner serves it up. Battle with the net. Ezeunu's gonna win that every time. Showing off his size, showing off that verticality for the Buckeyes right now was not in the vicinity. As that one served, and it bounces, slip and slide again for Sam Clark as Cole Bogner gets in on the service ace party for the Nittany Lions. It's their 8th service ace of the match. Compare that to Ohio State's 3, and Penn State up 10, 3 points away from ending this match against number 13 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Nittany Lions on a 3-0 scoring line. Bogner's serve, fought off by Pasture. Plattfoot looking for Lauerman. That one blocked by Cal Fisher, but out of bounds. The Buckeyes will get it back to single digits.
Yeah, and Penn State just doing a really good job. And Ohio State needs to cut down on those service errors if they want to make a run here.
Yeah, they're going to have to be near perfect if they want to try and win this set, but they got the right guys serving with Sam Clark. Will Bantle gets it, but Brett Wildman. Toby Ezeonu with the fake. Wildman followed right behind. And Penn State feeling it now, just 2 points away from winning the set and this match.
You could hear the boom all the way up here. It looks like it was 67 miles per hour. Unreal hit.
One of the fastest hits today. But Lindsay's serve goes into the net. Buckeyes remain alive. 9-point game. Lauerman, 2 service aces today, 6 digs, 9 kills. It's been a good day for Mark Lauerman all around, playing well. Buckeyes, though, down 9 here, and down 2 sets to 1. Getting pushed to the brink. Lauerman's serve, Fought off by Bano. Easyonu, fake. Wildman gets it again. Looked like a mirror of their last play. Easyonu came flying up, but it ended up being Wildman. The Buckeyes were able to get a piece. Flying out of bounds, and it's set and match point for the Nittany Lions. Easyonu to serve. Nittany Lions up 24-14. Set up by the Buckeyes. Cole Young fakes. Pasture comes in and keeps the Buckeyes alive. Just a thread. Cole Young, he has struggled with some serves today. Penn State with set and match point still. Buckeyes down 24-15. I've been pushed to the brink. Young serves over. Valenzi for Sam Marsh. And he ends this match. Penn State wins set number 4.